Welcome to the Retirement Spy Studio, where we share experiences and a collaborative platform for those entering phase 2 of life and are ready to embrace this chapter with an attitude of carpe diem and to live life with gusto. You can find out more about us at www.theretirementspy.com or send us ideas and topics to hello@theretirementspy.com. Today, we're continuing on our journey to look at the 8 F's of retirement. I'm Duncan Gibbs, and today we're going to be talking about the most meaningful thing there is, and that's family. When people first begin planning for retirement, most of the conversations evolve around money, which is, okay, how much do I need? When can I retire? Will my savings last? How can I afford to travel? Can I maintain my lifestyle? Those are important questions. But after talking with retirees, interviewing experts, and hearing countless retirement stories, I've noticed something interesting. Very few people near the end of life say, I wish I'd spent more time checking my investment balances. Very few people say, I wish I'd worked more weekends. Very few people say, I wish I attended more meetings. What they do talk about are their relationships. The people they loved, the people they influenced, the people who influenced them, the memories they created, the time they shared, the moments that mattered. And that's why family deserves its own place amongst the 8 F's in retirement. Today, we're going to talk about why family matters so much, how retirement changes family relationships, and how this season of life may provide some great opportunities that you'll never have before to invest in the people you know and you love. There's a great retirement shift. For decades, work often dictates our schedule. We plan our family events around meetings, vacations around deadlines, holiday around business commitments. Many parents spend years trying to balance career demands with family responsibilities. The retirement arrives, and suddenly something remarkable happens. Time becomes available. Not unlimited time, but discretionary time. Time that has vested where you choose. And for many retirees, one of the greatest joys of retirement is realizing they finally have more time to invest in family. Retirement changes the equation. The equation or the question becomes, what am I going to do with this newfound freedom? For many people, the answer begins with family. Family looks different in retirement. One of the beautiful things about retirement is that family evolves. In our 20s and 30s, family often meant raising children. In our 40s and 50s, it may involve supporting teenagers or young adults with baseball games, basketball games, etc. And in retirement, family often takes on an entirely new dimension. Our children become friends. Grandkids enter the picture. Parents may require care. Extended family relationships often deepen. Retirement introduces a new opportunity to find what family means and how we engage with it. The roles change, but the importance often increases. Time is the greatest gift now in this stage of life. One of the most valuable things retirees possess is something money can't buy: availability. And the availability is what's really key as we start to work with the family members that we've had a chance to not be around as much as we would like to be. Many working adults are overwhelmed. Their calendars are so packed. Their schedules are stretched. Retirees have something incredibly valuable to offer family members now: their presence, the ability to show up, the ability to be there, not just for the kids, but for the grandkids, to give them time, to give them some mentoring, to do a lot of things that you couldn't do when you were working so much. The key is the time. Now, here's what we talk about: the great grandparent opportunity. Let's talk specifically about grandchildren. For many retirees, becoming a grandparent is one of life's greatest joys. But retirement provides more than just the opportunity to see grandchildren. It provides the opportunity to influence them. Parents often focus on raising children. Grandparents often have the opportunity to shape legacy, to tell stories, to pass on values, to share wisdom, to create traditions, to build memories. Years from now, your grandchildren may not remember every gift you gave them, but they will remember how you made them feel. They will remember the camping trip, the beach trip, the fishing trip, the annual vacation that you poured out your hard earned cash to bring the family together for, the stories at the dinner table, the conversations on the front porch. The traditions become the legacy. Now let's talk about family and marriage in retirement. Retirement also changes marriage. That's a no-brainer right there. For many couples, retirement creates more shared time than they'd experienced in decades. You've been working for 40 hours a week and now you come home and they've got time and more time to spend with your spouse. At first, that sounds wonderful, and often it is, but also requires adjustment. Two people who have operated independently for years find themselves now sharing more space, more time, and more decisions. The happiest retired couples often approach retirement intentionally. They communicate. They create shared goals. They develop common interests. They give each other room to grow individually, and they continue investing in the relationship. Marriage doesn't automatically thrive in retirement. Let me tell you, like every important relationship, it requires attention. The good news is that retirement provides the time to give it the attention that it needs. Let's talk about adult children. One of the unexpected gifts of retirement is the opportunity to develop new relationships with our adult children. The parenting years are often focused on guidance, discipline, schedules, and responsibilities. Retirement creates the possibility of friendship. Your roles are changing, and sometimes that role needs to change for the betterment of the relationship. You'll always be that matriarchal or patriarchal figure, but you have the ability now to maybe live with your children at a more peer-to-peer level. Your roles are changing now. You may become less of a manager and more of a mentor, less of the problem solver, and more of a sounding board for your children. Adult children often don't need parents who control their decisions. They need parents who will support them, encourage them, listen to them, and love them. Retirement can be a wonderful season for those relationships to deepen. All of us, as our parents get older, may have to care for our aging parents. Many retirees find themselves in a unique position. While enjoying retirement, they may be also caring for their aging parents. This can be one of the most rewarding and challenging family responsibility of retirement. The roles are now reversed. The people who once cared for you now need your help. The experience can be emotionally complex, but it also can be deeply meaningful. It provides an opportunity to honor the people who helped shape your life, to give back, to demonstrate patience, compassion, and love. Retirement often creates the flexibility needed to meet those responsibilities. Now, family is not always easy. Let's acknowledge an important reality. Not every family story is simple. Not every relationship is healthy. Not every family gathers around the table in perfect harmony. Some retirees carry pain, lots of pain, estrangement, conflict, disappointment, regret. People can be complicated. Families can be complicated. That's why retirement also is a season of healing, a season of forgiveness, a season of reconciliation, a season of extending grace. No family is perfect, but many relationships can improve when we intentionally invest in them. Sometimes retirement provides the space needed for those conversations to occur. Legacy goes beyond money. Many people spend years focused on their financial legacy, and certainly financial planning matters. But when most families remember a loved one, they don't start with the estate plan. They start with the memories, the stories, character, values, traditions, lessons, how that person treated others, how they made people feel. The greatest family legacy is often not financial, it's relationship. Your children and grandchildren may inherit your assets, but they will also inherit your example. But that example may be the more valuable gift. Let's talk about family traditions. One of the greatest opportunities in retirement is creating traditions, annual vacations, holiday gatherings, family dinners, camping trips, serving projects, service projects, birthday celebrations. Traditions become anchors. They create memories that span generations. Years later, family members often remember traditions more vividly than possessions. Retirement provides the intentionality or the intentionally create those experiences. And those experiences become part of your family's story. Family and purpose. Many retirees struggle with purpose after leaving a career. Work provided goals, challenges, accomplishments, responsibilities. Then retirement arrives. For many people, family becomes one of the primary sources of purpose. Mentoring grandkids, it's simply babysitting, supporting children, helping aging parents, strengthening a relationship, creating memories, passing on wisdom. Purpose doesn't disappear in retirement. It often shifts toward people, and family frequently sits at the center of that shift. Let's talk about the family audit. Here's a question that's worth asking. If family is one of the most important things in life, does your calendar reflect it? Who do you need to spend more time with? Who do you need to give a call to? Who do you need to visit? Who needs encouragement? Who needs forgiveness? Who needs your presence? Retirement provides a rare opportunity to align your time with your priorities. The question is whether we'll take advantage of it. Here's a challenge that the Retirement Spy wants to give you this week. Reach out to one family member, call them, visit them, invite them to a lunch, write them a letter, share a memory, ask questions, listen, invest in the relationship, because relationships rarely strengthen accidentally. They strengthen intentionally. And retirement gives us the opportunity to be intentional. Here's the final thought. At the end of life, very few people measure success by account balances. Most people measure success by relationships, who they loved, who loved them, who they helped, who they influenced, who they spent time with. Family isn't the only important part of retirement, but it may be one of the most meaningful. Family provides connection, purpose, legacy, joy, belonging, and some of life's most treasured memories. Retirement offers something many of us lacked in our working years, time. The question becomes, how will we use it? My hope is that some of it is investing in people who matter the most to you, because while careers eventually end and accomplishments eventually fade, the impact we have on family can extend for generations. Thanks for listening to the Retirement Spy. Come back next week as we continue on the 8 F's of retirement.